What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Ross the Boss coming at you with an all-new Let's Play Europa Universalis 4. We are currently in the Ottoman conquest of Mush, and it looks like we have just taken our province. Let's put our mercenaries to good use, taking over what units we can. I'm gonna start sieging down Mosul, while also making our way to Yerevan. I don't see any actual castles here, so it looks like Erzurum should not be falling anytime soon. Our mercenaries finally being put to good use. On the 20th of February, we should be receiving reinforcements, and then very soon we have 15,000 troops coming in as well from behind. And because there is a castle here, they can't actually move. That's so stupid, this mechanic. Like, sometimes you can move, sometimes you can't. We're gonna have to retreat, because we're definitely gonna lose this war, or this battle. But because we own the war goal, every month that goes by, we are gonna be gaining some war score, which is nice to see. This is a mountainous province. I'm curious to see who will arrive first. 29th versus the 31st, so we are obviously not going to be arriving first. We lost 10,000 men, which is sad to see as well. But I'm very confident we are going to be winning this war. It's a little sad to see us lose our very first battle here, even though we could have won very easily. Everybody's retreating to Constantinople. I'm going to have you sit back and relax on the mountainous provinces for the time being, while the rest of my units make their way back over. I might go ahead and recruit more mercenaries, but you know, I think I should be fine. Had I have had all my units there, we really wouldn't have run into any issues. I'm about to attack these units in the highlands. I'm assuming they'll be locked in very shortly. And just like that, they now have a negative terrain penalty and a negative crossing penalty. Taking out about 8,000 troops will be my goal. The rest of my units are making their way over. About to retake Mush. And that'll be one of my primary goals. Let's move you into the drylands. You move into Mush, and you move into Erzurum. Obviously, we are still trying to change the Coptic religion to Sunni. This will, of course, bring up a religious revolution very shortly. We have a 0% chance of success, which is why the religion should spawn. Okay, sieging down a variety of provinces. If we could secure these mountains, it would be a very nice blow to the enemy. Convert Hagia Sophia into a mosque. Byzantine Emperor Justina I built the Hagia Sophia, choosing Isidore of Miletus and Athenius of Tralles to be the architects. The church was built with Hellenistic columns from the Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, large stones from quarries and porphyrs from Egypt, green marble from Thessaly, black stone from the Bosphorus region, and yellow stone from Syria. That a Christian church is still in use does not please the people, who wish it to be transformed into a mosque. It is also in dire need of renovation, and should be repaired before it is made into a mosque. So we could repair it and transform it, gaining piety, gaining prestige, and gaining some loyalty, or we could leave it be, losing piety and gaining loyalty. I think we're going to leave it be, and we now have even more loyalty from the Daimi. Let's move all of you into Mosul. We really don't want to have that issue happen again, with this castle being a huge burden to us. We now own our war goal, so every month that goes by, we are going to see our war score increase. We currently have 23,000 troops because we lost 10,000 from a failed battle. But we obviously have more troops than the enemy by about 10,000, so I am expecting to win. And we also have a lot more income to utilize, losing about 12 ducats every month. That is a little sad. I think what we'll do is we are going to not pay for this fort and not pay for this fort, saving a little bit of ducats. I think at most we'll probably save 2 ducats a month, going from 12.72 to 11.26, so 1.5 is what we saved. But, you know, that might save us about 15 gold, or 15 ducats, you know, per year. Which, I don't know, it's about 10% of our yearly income. Okay, sieging down a variety of provinces. I would like to assault Van here, but it is a mountainous province, so that would be disastrous. But not if we had a lot of units. We could easily overwhelm the enemy. Let us go ahead and take a look once again. My primary goal is to have Georgia stop being a subject. I would like to take over as many Coptic provinces as I can, which I'm assuming is just these 4. Let me take a glance once again. So I'll be getting 4 provinces, but the Mamluks and Ramazan don't like me very much at all. What would happen if I took this province and released Syria? I obviously want income as well. 179 ducats, and I would like war reparations, but I don't know if that's going to happen. So this is exactly what I want. I believe we're definitely not going to achieve this goal here within the next year. So I don't actually expect there to be any real overextension or aggressive expansion here in the region. Our zealots should spawn sometime soon. And if we can, I want to improve relations with Georgia, but I don't think it's going to happen. Mothballed forts in our country. Let's improve relations with Crimea. Top you off once again. Might as well improve relations with Lithuania. You've already been topped off. Poland should be topped off as well. What about Austria? You've rivaled me. Hungary has rivaled me. Venice hates me. Well, I hate Venice. Let's improve relations with Serbia. You absolutely hate me. I do expect to take you over sometime soon. We could improve relations with Aragon, but you are under a personal union with Castile, and Castile hates me as well. Let's improve relations with Tunisia, but I don't really want to ally you. We'll see what happens. We might want to make our way north and improve relations with Muscovy. Ah, looks like Persia now exists. Well, I think we'll obviously remove our diplomat from Tunisia and send you over to Persia. The Timurids have not necessarily imploded, but Persia exists, which is very neat to see. Mosul has now fallen. I'm going to send you here, and part of me would like to move into Tabriz, their capital, but I think what I'll do... move you up 1 province, move you up 1 province. We'll try to siege down 2 at once. I don't know if that'll work at all. We now own the mountains. We should have an overwhelming victory here. They didn't want to move up, which I guess is sad. You can now stay in Van. You can move to Senjar. We're about to move on the actual capital of Tabriz, which should ensure us some nice bit of war score. We currently have a surplus of 23,000 manpower. I believe Korakwanalu is out of manpower. I really hope they attack me, but I don't know if they will. Part of me would like to attack to the dry lands, and I believe I will do that as well. We own the fort, which means we are going to be winning this battle, especially with overwhelming numbers and better terrain. Yeah, if we attack them now, we're going to get the bonus and they will not. All of our units are going to be moving in. And we'll eventually... How is that possible? How is that possible? Alright, now I don't want to attack into the mountains because that would be disastrous. We're now attacking into farmlands. Looks like all of their units are making their way over. We should still be able to win this. More and more units being imploded and destroyed. You will move here. You will move there. Okay, so far so good. Ooh, attacking in the mountains again. We might lose these units. I don't know if we're going to arrive. Well, yeah, we'll be there in the next couple days. Yeah, attacking into the mountains is always a bad plan. Let's take our 19,000, move them into Tabriz. You can move here. You can move here. Currently waiting on a lot of our units. We lost 10,000 manpower, which I suppose is fine. We have some mercs that we could put to good use. I would like to have the mercs be drained rather than our actual units, but I suppose that'll be fine for now. Let's have our mercs be put to good use. Protect Mush. And then we'll move these 7.5 units to Cesare. Trebizond Corps has been unlocked. If we look at our ledger, we go into armies, which we're currently at. We are looking for Quaraquanalu. I'm expecting their manpower to be at 0, because they didn't have very much to begin with. Wow, am I that oblivious to chronological order? Apparently. They have 0 manpower, so now, it's obviously been happening over the last couple months, but every single, attrition that they take, they are obviously going to be losing units permanently, which is good news. I'm expecting them to only be gaining about 200, manpower every month, and obviously they are losing about that much in just attrition alone. Let's move you here, and you here. I want to secure both mountainous provinces. It is going to be a very bloody battle if we were to be attacked and Tabriz. Because obviously we would be attacking their fort in the mountains, and we would get the penalty. So obviously that might be a victory for them, but it would be a Pyrrhic victory because it would be a very bloody loss because they have 0 reinforcements. Local fortification expert discovered. Let us get improved defensiveness for the rest of the game. And Daya Bakir, 25% improvement. Ooh. Unpausing our game. We can invest in new technology. I think we might as well should. Unlocking temples and unlocking basic financial instruments, giving us that trade efficiency I was talking about, but only 5%. More trade range, and unfortunately naval maintenance has now gone up. But that is a fact of life. Ardalan is now a vassal of the Timurids. Pretty sure you weren't there a minute ago. Okay, part of me would like to conquer more territory, but another part of me wants to play a defensive role. Let's move you to Mush, you to Van. We need to protect Tabaristan as much as we can. We really don't want to have to fight any wars here. I think I'm going to move you to Sinjar. That way we can basically respond very quickly and efficiently. Okay, it looks like we're about to be attacked, so all of you... Ooh, this is going to be a very bloody battle. Can you leave? Yes, you can. Okay, good. Now you head back. We really need to take this province out very soon. Giving you some sort of better general would be a priority. I think I'm going to leave you on Mush for now, and moving you here. And that's fine if they take this province. Let's add another general. Hopefully we get someone not horrible. We have a lot of military power, so let's get our maximum of 4 or 4 generals. A 1-2-2 isn't that bad, and nor is a 3-0. Much better than our 0-0-5. Let's switch these units out. 42% should go down to 30-something percent. Or it's going to go up. Let's take out these units, demolishing whatever manpower they had. Charity for the poor. We could lose piety and lose prestige, or gain piety and lose income. We obviously don't want much piety at all. Every month that goes by, we're gaining more and more war score because we own the war goal. But part of me doesn't want to attack into these mountains. It would be very disastrous for, not only my nation, but their nation as well. Ooh, and now we're going into these mountains. We might have to quell these units once and for all. I'm not sure. Obviously, taking their capital would be a very big goal. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Let's take out these units first. They're pretty much a nuisance wherever we go. These are all of my mercenaries, so I want them to be put to good use. 14,000, taking out 2,000. I'm expecting us to win, and then all of these units are locked. Ah, no. I thought they would be locked in. Let's move you here. You here. Are we going on the offensive? It doesn't look like it. Bring us down to 15,000 manpower. We've lost about 500 gold. But I do believe this war will be worth it for the time being. I really would like this province. And then converting, of course, to the Coptic faith. Now we're being assaulted from the back end. Let's move you this direction. Try to take out whatever units we can. We could definitely annihilate whatever troops are here. And I think that's what we're going to do. Looks like they see us. I don't know what they see. I don't really want to attack into the mountains, but we just might. We obviously have the units for it. What is this? The mountains. Cross a river. I don't want to do either of these. Mountains. I don't know. Let's just go ahead and attack. This might be a very bad move, but we'll try our best. We have a -2 terrain penalty and a -1 crossing penalty. Looks like we did win. Now I want these mercs to take over Tabriz, you to move here. -49% war chance of a surrender. If we could somehow break down their walls, we might be able to use all of our infantry to storm the castle and basically secure this province. Okay, now let's send in our units once again. Hopefully, supply shortage, not bad. Let's send our mercenaries to good use, primarily because we want to save our manpower. Take out these 1,000 units. You need to move here. Protect Moosh at all cost. We have taken over that province. You can all move here. You can move to Van. I also need to be aware, once again, that I don't want to spread my forces too thin. Because if they are to attack into those mountains, we are going to be on the, the offensive, and they will be on the defensive, giving us an actual penalty. Looks like Georgia's about to lose 1,000 units. Getting creamed. Let's take over this city once again. This province has been completely drained by a war, and it will not be possible to find more loot here. Which I suppose is fine. There isn't much loot in Van either. Okay, you are getting too close for comfort. You go here, you go... Yeah, we're about to be attacked. Let's get our units over as quickly as possible. I'm worried, that would be a very bloody battle. Can we move here? No, we cannot. All we need to do is break down these walls. Yeah, disease outbreak. It would be nice if we had some cannons, but we haven't unlocked those yet. I believe that's rank 7, military technology. How long until Quaraquanalu? -146 reasons. Ooh, they're going in full speed. This is going to be a very bloody battle. I guess we're sending in all of our units. We have definitely superior numbers, but we definitely do not have enough, the terrain penalty might be our biggest concern. Okay, once again, pausing the game. Kor Kwanlu has 0 manpower. They had about 20,000 last time. Let's find Tabaristan. They have some manpower, some actual units. And then I believe the last one was Georgia. I'm hoping they don't have much manpower. And I believe they do have a lot of manpower, but not a lot of units. Losing 15 gold every single month. I'm hoping the capital will fall sometime soon. Let's send these 18,000 units here for now. I could split you in half and start taking over more territory, but I don't think I will. I'm sure my mercenaries could respond if they ever needed to. They do have a siege, so let's have my mercenaries siege down Tabriz rather than my actual units themselves. You know, that way I could save 5% of their units, which I believe is about 140 units is 10%, so they've saved about 70 units every single month. You can invest in new technology once again. I don't see any future wars happening, so let's start sieging down Baghdad. If I need to, I could obviously sprint back as quickly as possible. And it doesn't look like there's any other actual castles here. So once we take Baghdad, we could sprint over as quickly as we can. I want to ensure Mush does not get taken, which it very well could be. Tabriz has now fallen, which now means you can head to Mush. Or better yet, you can head to Mush, and then you all can move to Senjar. Let's split you in half. You go here. You go to Tikrit. 54% war score, and it is only going to climb. We went from negative 146 to negative 107. This war is going to be very costly, but I think it's going to be very, very productive in the end. Well, looks like we are going to go ahead and pause the game, put another cut in here. As always, thank you so much for joining me. It really does mean a lot. Hope you all have an awesome day, and I will see you in our next adventure.